Hello, everybody. My name is Tegan. I don't really have an intro. I wanted to show off my Forever world that I've been working on for a bit. To my knowledge, I created this world on March 28th, but I don't know if there's like a proper way of seeing the world's creation date because I went to my files and I couldn't really tell. So if anybody knows, because I tried looking online, I don't know. I think it's outdated. If anyone knows if there's like a concrete way of seeing when your world was created, that would be awesome if I could find out. But I do want to say I created this on March 28th. Today is June 25th of the same year, 2025. So it's been about 3 months, though I will say I've been playing on it most within the past 2 weeks. A lot of that time I really wasn't playing on it. So like, though this world is technically 3 months old, it feels more like a month or two. That's, I think, the amount of playtime I have so far. So this is my dog. You know, that's the most important part to start with. Over here, I actually do have some maps that I've made. Then I've named them when I took like the picture or whatever. So right here, I have May 3rd, 2025. You can see not much really changed other than the building that's here. And we will get there later. But yeah, I guess I should start here. My house. I created this pretty early on. I just added that little area over there. But yeah, this is actually part of a very large cave system, and I wasn't made aware of that until I decided to start building the staircase, and I mined down and I plummeted straight. I actually didn't die, but I basically did because all of that was unlit. So it wasn't a nice experience. Anyway, I'm yambling, right? Sorry, I'm like really bad at this. I'm yapping. This is my little entrance area. This is usually where I have most stuff cooking. I do have more furnaces over in the room. I need to use them. One thing you will notice is I have a lot of these ominous banners because pillagers love to show up every time I'm building. I still have not done a raid. I am on day 155, but I've been taking my time with the game. I'm not really worried about beating it or anything. So I do have a few texture packs, obviously. I'm sure you could tell. I made some of them. I did make this one for the paintings. So I have my little living room in here. All of this is still kind of incomplete. I needed to do my ceilings and stuff. This is my work in progress study room that I really like. I haven't done anything with this room yet. I would like to make a closet though. So if we head in here, this is my dancing room. It does look better if I switch the shader pack to Solus. I like the lighting in here a lot. But I usually don't. So we're gonna keep it on complementary, reimagined. So if we head up here, this is the this is the bedroom area I'm working on at the moment. This is my current project. Yeah, there's not much here, but this is the glass area that you saw earlier. This is my bathroom. That was actually like one of the videos I just made. So I made that bathroom. I also made this doors as part of, or made these doors as part of that texture pack for the paintings. As you can obviously see, I don't even play that game, but you know, they're there to remind me. Yeah, I made these doors. These are actually cherry doors. Not to be a hater, I just really don't get the cherry doors. I don't really like them. So I wanted glass doors, so I made glass. This is my main storage area. It's also kind of my attic from the outside. So this is, again, sorry if it's unsightly. I haven't finished doing my flooring in a lot of this, but again, taking my time, you know, just doing whatever. This is my storage area I'm currently working on. Very bare bones, simple. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the item frames here like this because it's kind of gets in the way because you have to like go from the side to open it. I don't know, but they're there. A lot of this is kind of unorganized, but I have a lot of my blocks, stuff. My bed is here. I have some extra tools and bundles in here. So, let's head. Okay, I will show. This is where my enchanting table used to be. I'm actually going to sleep, so, because I haven't been doing that a lot, and I do not want phantoms to show up. Okay, So, right. So this is like the main floor. If we head down here... Anyway, sorry. If we head down here, this is... Why am I phasing out? I mean, yeah, okay. This is like little staircase down here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I had mob loot in here, but I'm storage area. So if we head down here, this is how we enter the cave system. This used to look a lot better. I used to have like double doors here, but an incident happened, which I will describe in a moment. And it made me rework a lot of the entrances and stuff going on down here. But anyway, I've mined out like a lot of this. You can tell I mined out, but my goal is to have like most of this cave roof mined out, so like a lot of sunlight come down. Okay, take your time. So that a lot of sunlight comes down here, because I think that'd look very nice. I might build like a minecart track going through or something. I'm not really sure. I might build like an underground city. That's an idea I had. But yeah, I torched most of this up, so it does go down to deep dark levels. Very cool. So if we head this way, this is my zombie spawner situation. I had a... So fun fact, I did not have this trapdoor here. And I didn't know that baby zombies could fit through. So they started coming out, spawn camping me, killing me. And I was like, okay, I'll put doors here. They were breaking the doors. I didn't realize that zombies couldn't break gates, so I quite literally had to put baby gates everywhere, and I think that's kind of iconic. This is my switch that I can use to turn it on or off. This is connected to a light that goes over the dungeon. Yeah, they fall through here. It's not the most efficient. I'd rather have it so that they have like fall damage, but that would require me to build this. Did I just... Yeah, that would require me to rebuild this so that they can be damaged by that, so... I'm fine with the campfires for now. I'm thinking of turning this into like a sewer system to match like the aesthetic of it all. But I haven't done that yet, and I'm hoping I will soon. So yeah, now that the spawner's on, right? No, let me go turn it on. Or off, rather. So if I turn the light on... this took me some like position to find out, but access it here. We can see it turned on in here. So that's pretty cool. So we might as well head out this way because this is an exit out of the caves. So we'll head up here, and we are now outside. So I have a little dead below sign, you know, very Walking Dead. So this is my little berry area. This is my farm area that I'm really hoping to redo sometime soon. I don't want to really keep all the crops over here because it's like very small. I'd rather have a dedicated space for that. I might replace this with like a little park thing. So this is so far my biggest build that I'm really happy with. This is my bakery. You can't see most of it because of the trees, but it's what was on the map. So this is the employees entrance area. So we have some of the extra building blocks here in case I need repairs or anything. I have all the materials in here. Yes, the apples are Roblox apples. That's another feature of my texture pack. I didn't place those. Okay. So this is a little kitchen area. Berries over here. Pot. Shelves. Not... Yeah, there's a pot, rather. Yeah. This is sugarcane. This is the customer area where you can eat. I haven't really added chairs or anything yet, so I'm hoping to do that soon. Area here. If we head out, this is the front side of it. I do need to fix some of this up, especially with the stairs. But yeah, I feel like this kind of looks like a creeper, so I might call this like the creeper. And I'm hoping to build more stuff over there. I like all the beams going through. I think it's really nice. If we head up here, This is a little apartment that I made that I really like. Sometimes I sleep here also. You can stand out here, look out there. Very cool. I like it. I'm hoping to decorate that more soon. So I think next, head this way. And due to my nether portal, I used to keep chickens in here. It was the only spot where I had farm animals. So that was definitely an experience. They were just all crammed in here, and it was kind of hard because I couldn't jump over the fence. Block was in the way, so not super great. And now I've repurposed it to be where I have the portal, where I'm growing cactus because I needed a lot of green dye. And actually, it took me a long time because out of all this area I've explored, I needed cactus, right, to make green dye. So I was like, okay, I need to find a desert. But the only desert that I found was over here. And this barely, this shouldn't even count as a desert, but sure enough does up here. It does. So I had to go that far just to get some cactuses, but now I have a steady supply of them. So everything's great. This is one of my earlier builds. I pretty much did this right after I did my house. My little greenhouse, except it's full of farm animals. I'm hoping to also, I don't know about redoing, but I would like to expand it. I would like to separate the sheep into their own little area so I can color code them. Have all of the cows. Yeah, it's definitely kind of messy in here. I haven't really touched this much. This is my dispenser where I shoot out eggs that I have. I have just way too many. I'll actually show it off. I don't have a proper way of like turning it on and off. So at the moment, I kind of just do this. Because I have so many eggs now that I just have to resort to this. I mean, it works. We'll let that go off for a while. But yeah, nothing crazy over here. There's just sheep. I'll turn that off later, I promise. Yeah, so let's head down here. This is pretty much the last area I have done so far. I know I've gone through this really quickly, but all of this did take me a good while to do. So down here, I finally built a bridge to this other side. I did do a rainbow bridge. It's also Pride Month, so I was like, okay, cool. I did my Pride Month build, but I had an idea of doing a rainbow bridge for a while now, and I finally did it. It took me a while. So yeah, it's full of glowstone underneath the wall, so it glows. And I have this space allocated, which I'm hoping to turn into my designated farming area. It is fairly open and flat until you get up the mountain. So I'd like to ideally turn this all into like a farming district, maybe with like some shops and stuff. So yeah, that'd be cool. I do need to finish some parts of this bridge because I haven't placed all the clouds yet. But you can see the hanging glowstone looks very nice with my reflections. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the stuff I have built at the moment. I do have this area down here that I want to put some buildings here maybe, and kind of make this like a little seaside alleyway, kind of seaside, like a riverside alley. There's some shops or something in there. Be cool. I have some plans regarding this area to make it more developed, more into a village area. I do have villagers over here, so I'm not intending on transporting them across the map, but if I ever do, then I may dock them up here. So I'm thinking of a few things over here. I want to build a record store because my collection of music discs is slowly growing in number, so I'd like a place to store all of those. Maybe a clothing store with like dyed leather armor and stuff and armor trims around here. Maybe just like a square around like a fountain. I could have buildings like all around. I think that'd be cool. But I haven't done that yet, obviously, so this took me a while as is. But I'm really bad at this building, even if it doesn't look great. I feel like I should say that I'm very obviously going for a more simpler style. I know it's kind of stupid for me to be like, oh, I'm much more capable. I can do more than this. Like, I can build more detailed than this. But I realized that this just kind of made me happier just to do whatever. And even if it looks a little floppy, I really don't mind. And I feel like I kind of prefer this because it just feels more like Minecrafty. Like, that sounds really cheesy, but it just feels more like honest to myself. I also have like some of the older pictures on and stuff. But yeah, I just feel like it's just more comfortable for me. And that is to say, I don't hate building. You know, I'm gonna definitely do some more detailed builds in the future. But I like the kind of balance I've struck here, where it's still, you know, very somewhat pleasing to look at, but it's more simpler. But yeah, that's been really cool to make. You can see I was digging out dirt here because I needed more. I actually don't know how many ominous banners I have, and I don't feel like counting. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, if you made it this far. Again, I know I haven't really done much with this world yet, but I just wanted to kind of document this, mainly for myself, just to be able to look back on something more than just a map on the wall. But also, you know, if I do post more tours and stuff and me working on this world, it'd be nice to have a collection I can put back on and look at the progress I've made. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's kind of just me yapping for the most part. Yeah, that's all I have to say, I guess. Really need to work on my outros and stuff, and my intros. So yeah, like and subscribe, or don't. You know, I really don't care. If someone doesn't subscribe, it's not the end of my world. Okay, bye.